Alright, here we are. After, let's see, 6-ish months of no content, finally here. Took quite a lot longer than I expected. I am alive. So happy to see so many people here already. 6 of you, in fact. Yeah, I think I'll just wait till 10 past, and then you guys can see. Because I can see people are still very slowly joining. Little graph is going up, surprisingly. How's everyone doing then? Everyone had a good day? Well, I suppose if you're here, Drifter, it must be a very early morning. This is amazing. Everyone's coming over from all parts of the world. I'm really excited. How about mine? Yeah, I've had a good day, thanks. Been pretty busy myself. Both with this and other stuff. Pretty much had to rush home and set everything up, and then, yeah. Alright. Think this is about good then. Now the question is everyone ready? Oh, is that tracking? Yeah, okay. Cool. Okay. Well then. No need to delay it. Here we go. Hello everyone. Here I am, finally here. The 6 months, no content, no VTuber stuff. Took ages to do the model, and yeah, here we are. Fully 3D rigged model with hand tracking and everything. Hello everyone. Oh, it's so good to see so many people here already. I was expecting maybe 3-ish people to come. Yeah, hand tracking and everything. It was an absolute bitch to set up and everything. But yeah, hand tracking, face tracking, everything. Well, not everything. No, how should I say? No body tracking, no VR stuff. But I think this is pretty good going for an intermediary thing. Can I do gang signs? Like what? Like, how do I do gang signs? Like, hair looking nice? Thank you. It took ages to set up. Like, there, you can see my other eye. Oh, if I, come on. There we go. Now you can see. On gang. That? What? No? Is that not gonna work? Okay. Can I just give you the finger instead? Okay. I was not expecting that to work so well. Let's not talk about that. Gang signs. I guess, like, you know, if the streets in Test Drive ever have like their own sign, I suppose I could do it. Demonetize. No. No, not... You can't demonetize a channel that's not already monetized. Calm down there. But yeah, I mean, like, the hand tracking does work very well. Like, I can quite literally do the stuff that I had in my debut announcement without having to do everything. You'll figure something out to try and get me demonetized. Wow, I see how it is. But yeah, I'm really happy with how the model turned out. It took a while, but I guess a bit like test drive. Don't want to rush into things, and yeah, I've had a couple of delays myself because I thought this would be done by early 2022, but ended up being like almost like the third quarter of the year, nearing to the end of it. Hey Leopard, thank you so much. I mean, you finally get to see it now. You've heard like rumors of everything, but now you actually get to see it in full effect. Oh god. Okie dokie. Oh right, of course, I completely forgot. We have a couple of toggleable expressions here. Okay, the one thing I am worried about, I am slightly concerned about, is the background music that I have, because normally I don't have background music, I'll be honest. So getting like a nice little playlist that everyone sort of likes, I think was somewhat of a challenge. As far as I'm aware, if you do get DMCA striked on YouTube, what they'll do is they'll just take the stream down. There isn't even a strike if it's a live stream, which is wonderful. That's even less than Twitch does. But I mean, yeah, we got the Gran Turismo music in here. I believe this is from GT3? Yeah, GT3's race menu. Yeah, there you go. So, granted the stream is still up and running. I think this is okay. Yeah, okay, cool. Just had to make sure of that first. We do have a couple of toggleable expressions. I guess we can run through them now. They're not really expressions per se. So, let's see. Oh, this one I do really like. Got the very small eyes for when you've really fucked up. Let's see. Oh, right. Got me being disgusted about your behavior today. I can't believe you've done this. How awful. Can't see? What's the matter? You can't see? Huh? Hang on a moment. What happened? Let me just check. Have a quick look-sees, shall we? Is that the case for everyone? Oh. No, they're not. They're not emotes. They're... Look at my face, dumbass. Look. There we got that one. Got the small eyes. I think this will have quite a few use cases. And then we've got this. Can't believe how you've acted today. How disgusting. Let's see. Oh yeah, there's this one. Where I don't know. I think I can see myself using the first two a fair bit, but we've got very happy face here. This actually took a while to set up because my eye tracking kept overriding these, but yeah, I think it works fine. Not sure when we'll see it. Maybe it might be like just thumbnail material at this point. And finally, we've got like an angry one, but I don't think I can see myself using it too much. For when Gaijin Entertainment. But I mean, those are the 4 that I've set up. Really just small things. Nothing major. Nothing major. I mean, the face tracking does work really well. I've got to like show it properly. I've got like I can puff my cheeks out. I don't know how well this will come up on stream. Got okay. I guess not. Can move my mouth. I mean, the eye tracking works quite well. Like, I'm looking at my other monitor. Look back. works pretty well. Let's see. What else? I suppose I can stick my tongue out? Huh? Hello, Transporter Sim. I'm doing good, thank you. How are you? Let's see. Anything else? I think that's about it. Like, the face tracking does work really well for the most part. I suppose you can't see my other eye, but like if I like squint, maybe you can sort of see it doing so. Yeah, there you go. You got like the little eyebrows and everything. Why do you keep getting those as stupid emotes? I mean, it's YouTube. But I mean, I do have a presentation, so I guess we can go on to doing that. Let's go have a look at this presentation, shall we? Let's get to know each other a bit better. Now, let me get this over here. Uno momento. And we Facebook mums. Oh, what a chat. Spelling mum correctly. Let me just move this over here. And I believe it should be this one. No. This? Is that gonna work? Huh? There. That should have worked. Cool. Oh, that's weird. Okay. Did not animate that. Okay, so I have got a little presentation set up because that seems to be the thing that other VTubers do on their debut. So let's get to know each other a bit better then. So yeah, obviously my name is Leon JHK, or Leon for short. I thought gender would probably be something I want to include. It is the year 2022 after all. But I am Leon, male, he, him. I know, wow, he has pink hair, right? That must mean he has pronouns, special pronouns. But no, bog standard male. And yeah, my birthday I wasn't so keen on putting on here, but then we already had one of my mates announce it on my Discord server, and like sort of other VTubers put it in there, so I was like, yeah, you know what, fuck it, we'll put it up on there. It's a nice social thing, I think. Oh, height was the other thing I was not thinking of putting on there, because other VTubers do it, and like, it's always surprising when someone draws a character, you think they're a certain size, and then they end up either being like a lot shorter, a lot taller, whatever, than they actually are. But I decided it's quite hard to portray a character on the screen. So yeah, I am 183 centimeters. That I think, yeah, that's about 6 foot for you Americans. I know it's a bit embarrassing, but yeah, that is how tall this character is. Oh yeah, so origin, right? I do come from the United Kingdom and Asia. it's quite a few Asian countries, so I'm just keeping it broad as Asia. I think you guys will work it out as you stick around. But yeah, I am ultimately from the United Kingdom. And as for languages, how tall? I am 183 centimeters or 6 foot. 6'0", about that. Speak. So as for languages, I am fluent in English. It is my native language, British English, which is proper English. So I spell color with a U. The car name is 350Z, not 350Z. But I also do pronounce my T's. I do speak like, you know, proper English. It's bottle of water, not boil water. So that's the sort of thing you expect to see. We'll get on to other languages maybe later on, as there's quite a lot of sections we have to cover. Oh, and yeah, the Oshi mark. I honestly didn't quite understand what it was for beforehand, and I mean, it is another thing that certain VTubers do. I think it's supposed to be like, you know, for fans to be able to show their support for a certain thing. So it's kind of hard deciding on mine because, as you can see, the type of VTuber I am is undecided. It's quite easy to just say, well, I'm a racing VTuber, but I don't just want to do racing games. I don't particularly like just focusing on one thing. There's other things I like. What's the difference between Z and Z? There is no difference. It's the same. It's the same letter. It's just different ways of pronouncing it. Hey, Hiccup. Oh God. As the household all sat down to come and watch this stream. This is gonna be a bit embarrassing if you guys have all just got the three of you in front of this TV watching. But hello everyone. God, this is so cool. We've got people from all over the world here. We've got people from Indonesia to Germany, Switzerland, Sweden, also the UK. I think we have maybe got a couple of Americans in here. I'm not particularly sure because the US did end up being the biggest country where I got my views from. So we'll have to see. Is everyone gonna say hi from their native country? Or the country they're currently in? Yeah, okay, we do have some from the States then. Wow. This is so cool to see. Aww. But yeah, so deciding what type of VTuber I was kind of hard. And like, you know, I don't really have a particular word defining it myself. Because I want to do all sorts of things, which we'll get onto in a bit in terms of content and stuff. Yes, I do have like a content section in here, which is, I guess, not quite like other VTubers. Yeah, we'll basically go over everything because I was formerly L30 and JHK, and we have built this small following already, which is nice to see. Oh yeah, I guess we'll go straight on to the avatar showcase. So obviously, this is me. You can see my entire body there, because, well, it took a while to do everything, as from the model to the clothing, especially being not a graphic artist myself. But yeah, I'm really happy with how it turned out. Got this nice, clean sci-fi vibe. When I was designing my character, I still wanted it to be like down to earth and sort of humane, as well. But yeah, I did definitely took some inspiration from like doing a sort of clean sci-fi vibe, and also I guess Arknights as well was a big inspiration as like sort of my favorite place, my favorite sort of character design. Hey Nick, thank you. But yeah, that's everything. I was thinking about talking through like all the little design elements on myself, but I think it'd be nicer if you guys just sort of slowly discovered them as we grew with the channel, and you'll sort of figure out where they're all from. Some are more obvious, maybe like my little, if I can point at it, my little crest here, my little racing number down here, should be pretty obvious and easy to know where it's from. As for the things on my arms though, I think if you're either Japanese or weeb, you'll probably work out what that is pretty quickly. As for the detail on the back of my hood though, I'm not sure if you can see too well on your screen, not sure. I think you'll probably need to know Korean for that. Herbie? Yeah. So yeah, I always pick 53 as my racing number in games. And yeah, it is because of Herbie. I fucking love Herbie. It is... I don't know, it is... I think I'd dare I say it is my favorite car-related franchise. Because, like, it was so amazing. Not Fully Loaded. Fully Loaded was fully loaded of shit. Don't get me wrong. But, like, the older movies, like Monte Carlo being my favorite, that was obviously amazing. Especially back in the day when you have to make these characters, or cars, feel like characters. They did really well. I'm sorry, Herbie is way better than cars. Oh yeah, so let's go on to the credit section next then, I suppose. Could do credit section. I was cried when you watched Herbie. So these are the credits. Normally this is where someone would put up the person who made the model, who rigged the model, who designed their stream elements, but I kind of did everything. Fully Loaded was okay. It was just very disappointing, should I say. Very disappointing. Granted, like, the amazing things of how amazing the franchise was, and then they decided drag racing and NASCAR. Like, come on, man. Why? But yeah, made the model and all these stream elements myself, or the stream overlay, sorry, myself. It took bloody ages, as people probably know. It's been a good 6 months since I last made content. But here we are, finally. But I'd be lying if I said it wasn't without a lot of errors and mistakes, a lot of issues. So I did want to credit the people who did help. Wasn't entirely sure if the person who helped me on r/VTuber Tech wanted to have their name on here. So just honestly, the whole of r/VTuber Tech was really helpful for like sort of gathering information on how certain things worked, how I could do certain things, and also like actually posting my issues with my model that I didn't quite understand. There is this quote-unquote Blender Discord that helped me. I say that because there's quite a lot of Discords that are just Blender Discord, or Discord Blender, official Discord Blender, whatever. And also Niku, who is Hanatool's creator. So Hanatool was one of the things that helped me set up this these facial expressions, or like, you know, or everything sort of to do with my face. So if it weren't for that, it wouldn't really track so well. They definitely helped a lot of other VTubers and stuff who might not have credited them, but like I did have issues with my model because, well, it's not exactly a standard Vroid model. I did have to do some things in Blender, Unity, whatever, and that sort of screwed around with some things, and it wasn't so simple. And I suppose like all these issues is why it took so long, why there were so many delays. But yeah, definitely do check those places out if like you ever consider doing something of the sort. So I thought I should mention the story so far, because obviously we have quite a diverse community, not just countries-wise. I mean, we have people who like sort of are from all sorts of our communities. There's also like new people here as well. So to give a brief rundown on who I am, I was formerly L30JHK, started making public videos in early 2020, especially I think most notably that TDUSC in Okinawa sort of fan-made trailer. I watched that back the other day. I do really like it still, but that was before TDUSC was announced, and quite literally I had on there Oahu, Ibiza, and Okinawa as the three different islands, because, well, with no information, you sort of have to assume, that there's going to be 3 islands. Yeah, that was sort of my guess there. Hello everyone. Hello Kapil. And then late 2020, when obviously the trailers, the Solar Crown had officially been announced, they gave me the content creator role, because I did continue to make content on TDU. Oh hey Lewis, I wasn't expecting to see you here. Thank you. You really hope TDU3 give us 3 islands? Yeah. They can't have the assets. Honestly, looking back on it, I should have thought about the fact that because I knew that it was going to be KT Racing. I knew it was going to be Big Ben. I don't think I knew it was going to be Nacon at the time, because they had this weird thing going on. I always thought it was Big Ben. I think I even put on the end screen where it's just the logo and stuff, I literally had Big Ben. But yeah. And then yeah, early 2021, I started streaming. And that's where I started out on Twitch. It looks really cool. I've always wanted to do streaming, and honestly, I wanted to just give it a go. And when I was doing that, I was like, watching back some of my streams, I was like, wow, this is a tad dead, not going to lie. You just have my voice and whatever game I'm playing or whatever I'm doing on screen. So then I hatched a plan. I was like looking through various things. I saw this VTuber boom going on. Because I myself, I'll be brutally honest, I didn't watch too many VTubers. Never been massive about the whole thing. I guess Kazuna Ai was the one I sort of watched, as like, she is the first and everything. But it was very intermediate, should I say. But I realized this VTuber thing was a thing, and yeah, basically made a quick VTuber model, and I did quite enjoy it. And as Nick is pointing out, I joined him on his stream to help voice act various Ace Attorney characters on his stream. That was quite a lot of fun, not going to lie. And I was so surprised by the amazing support that the community gave me, because I managed to reach Twitch affiliate in mid-2021, which I was probably expecting on the later half of 2021. Same with, I guess, YouTube. I wasn't expecting such quick growth. I was expecting to get like maybe 100 by the end of 2021, and here we are, sat at like 270, I think it is, on YouTube. And I suppose that is the thing about the community. We have quite a diverse community. We've got quite a few platforms. So we've got YouTube now, which is currently the biggest. We've got Twitch, which I am no longer doing, which might be a shame because that was where I got all the live views from. So I do hope they find their way back because I did really enjoy streaming on Twitch. We're not going to go into the debate on streaming on Twitch versus YouTube right now because honestly I prefer streaming on YouTube. This is actually quite a lot nicer in my opinion. And they quite recently added raids and gifted subs, well, gifted members. But obviously none of those apply because I'm not a YouTube member yet. But yeah, I did stop making content in November. Forgot about that. But I already explained that it's been a good 6 months since I made content. Discord, we do have a Discord server. I believe it's down in the description below if you want to join. It is fairly active, which always surprises me. It's always amazing to see so many people talking sometimes. And quite recently started out doing Twitter. Since that seems to be the main way that, well, content creators, but also VTubers communicate. So I was like, I'll be honest, I don't really use Twitter or Reddit that much, but I'll try. I'm personally trying to use Twitter a lot more now. Even though I don't really know what to do on there. Yeah, Twitter. Honestly, the only times I'll like something is like maybe a KT post or if I see something funny, something I like from a certain game company, maybe, yeah, one of the content. It's mainly like content creators that I personally like. I support. I'll look at things like Pantsman Reggie, Dioxide, Dark Viper, etc. But yeah, like I said, we do have quite a diverse community. We have people who are weebs, people who are not weebs, we have people who like cars, people who don't like cars, who like tanks and stuff, because that unfortunately that is what Twitch ended up being, just me playing War Thunder, which I really don't want to do again, not at all, not in the slightest. But I suppose, how about we go have a look at certain things I like? And this is where I assume we're gonna annoy quite a few people on the likes, dislikes. So, first things first, pineapple on pizza. If you don't like pineapple on pizza, fuck you. I love Hawaiian pizza. Hawaiian pizza is the best. Well, I'm happy with other things as well. But I never understand people who don't like pineapple on pizza. Like, come on, it's amazing. Yeah, Hawaiian pizza is the best. Exactly. I do really like sci-fi or futuristic settings. So whenever there's like a sort of sci-fi game that's actually set in space, so like not Destiny sort of thing, like something that's legitimately got you in space and stuff, I do really like those sort of settings. It's like Star Citizen sort of thing. Let's see. Oh yeah, mountain biking. So in terms of sports, I'll be honest, I'm not a major sports fan. But in terms of like sports, I do really like mountain biking. I do find it a lot of fun. Like, yeah, I am a car guy, but I do also like cycling as well. So the two can exist side and side, in like, you know, with partners with each other. Neither community has to like hate each other, sort of thing. I always don't understand why they do. Well, I can understand. There are people on the road who are idiots, both bike cyclists and drivers. I do really like warm weather as well. So like, I think once it gets below 15 degrees, then it really starts getting it's like sort of cold for me. Like I can take up to 40, I'd say. Like me being me, British Asian, fucking love warm weather, and like God, it does somewhat make me miss Australia somewhat when I did visit, because bloody hell, like Red Rooster, Christmas on the beach. That's kind of like amazing. I do really miss the fact that Red Rooster isn't a thing everywhere. It's amazing. Probably my favorite fast food chain. Not that I have fast food very often. Oh yeah, in terms of games, I do really like atmospheric and story-driven games, which I suppose I do always forget I like, because I guess I've slipped into playing mostly multiplayer games because I kind of like playing with people, but games like Firewatch and stuff I adore, and other stuff like that as well. So hopefully we'll maybe get around to doing some of those. We'll have to see. So like I said, not just racing games. Oh yeah, and I thought, well, we have like mostly a car community. How about put like the motorsports that I like? And yeah, I do love rally and rallycross. They are my absolute favorite motorsports. Rally and rallycross, they're two different things for people who don't know. Rally is point A to point B, and you have two people in the car. One person has to read the instructions to your co-driver as you drive, because things are just coming at you so quickly you can't really learn the track just by driving. Well, you can, but it just take ages learning all of these different routes and stuff, and it'd still be probably pretty dangerous. So it's basically like the equivalent of Osu, but cars. Oh yeah, and Rally Cross is quite different. It is a circuit race, where it's either fully off-road or mixed surfaces. I don't think there's a fully asphalt track that's ever been in the FIA Rallycross. Like even Brands Hatch has like dirt sections in it. Yeah, no. So basically, yeah, it's kind of like a circuit race with rally cars. The cars themselves are very similar. You only need one person in the car, no one's reading you instructions, and you have to do what's called a joker lap, which is a longer lap than normal, once per race, and I believe it's typically like 6 laps, so it's always quite interesting. It gets quite strategic, and it's quite a lot of fun, honestly. I'd love to see like racing games take this seriously. Obviously you have Dirt Rally, which is the official Rallycross game, doing it quite nicely, which I always like. But I think the Crew 2 has something called Rallycross, which you don't really do the Joker lap. It's just a circuit race with rally cars for them, which I guess is fine. Everything is very simplified in the Crew, but would like to see more games with Rallycross in it. And dislikes. Okay, so I think I was already controversial with the pineapple on pizza thing. I really don't like mushrooms. I can't stand them. I'm sorry. Like if I eat it, it's not gonna be like, I'm not gonna spit it out or anything. I'm not ridiculous. But yeah. In terms of horror and gore, yeah, I am kind of a wuss. So I tend to not really like horror, gore, that sort of thing. Yeah, exactly. There's a Joker layout in Rallycross in the Crew 2, but you don't need to do it. It's so dumb. But I guess it's just me being me. I do actually do the Joker in the Crew 2's thing, even though they have the Joker and everything. It's so dumb. In terms of music, I tend to not really like metal, rock, and rap. There are a few exceptions, obviously. I quite like, say, Unknown P in terms of rapping. It's always quite comedic. They're rapping like the sort of things that they're talking about. And obviously rock. I'm trying to think of something off the top of my head. I have got a fair few, like sort of rock things in my like songs on Spotify. So probably have to go and have a look at that after stream. We'll see. Competitive first-person shooters, stuff like CS:GO, Valorant, Overwatch, that sort of thing. Yeah, not really my thing. Drum and bass. Let's say my taste in music varies a lot. It doesn't really, my preferred taste in music doesn't really go outside of the electronic genre, but it is like a huge genre. I will listen to, like, I'm trying to think, like hard bass, J-pop, K-pop, trap, literally sort of anything. There's quite, it really depends on a song by song basis. But obviously there are, like, you know, songs that I do like that aren't part of that. S pop, so like Swedish pop. I'd probably end up having to be SW pop maybe, because there's quite a few countries that start with S. Swedish pop. I mean, you have Kamel Danton, I guess. Kamel Danton, which everyone thinks is Japanese, but it's not. But yeah, I will listen to other songs that are not genre limited. Like let's see, I'm trying to think. What's it like? Blinding Lights. There you go. I still, unironically, I do really like Never Gonna Give You Up. Fly Me to the Moon, that sort of thing. Like, literally, it really depends on the sort of song. But if you want a general terms of thing, in terms of like music genres I like, I'm gonna probably just say electronic and call it that for the moment. Like, really, it depends on the song. Wait, you thought Caramel Danson was Japanese and you're Swedish? How? Eric, how? Bruh. Oh yeah, and like for the motorsport peeps, I'm really not into open wheel sort of things. So like kart racing, F1. I respect it. Like, you know, don't get me wrong. I respect all of these things on here. I respect like other people's opinions and everything. But it's really not my thing with F1 and stuff. That's not to say I don't like cars with like huge downforce, high revving engines, lightweight, all that sort of thing. I do like those things, obviously. But in terms of F1 and sort of thing, not really. Also NASCAR. I like, a lot of people shit on NASCAR, right? But it is quite hard to do. Don't get me wrong. It is not something that should be considered lesser than other motorsports or other equivalent motorsports. But it's honestly the most boring motorsport to watch. Dead ass. Like, from a viewer perspective, you are quite literally watching an object go in an oval several times. Like, it's like football without the football, and you're just watching people walk across the field, the grass field. That's basically what NASCAR is like watching. Obviously not in person, you have like the fucking loud V8 engines and everything, but like, yeah, no, not really my thing. We'll have to see. Yeah, turn left. Turn left in 200 yards. Now 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 turn left. So like, it's really uninteresting, I'll be honest. Oh yeah, so my interests, I didn't really want to include too much of this in my likes and dislikes. First things first, I do really like technology. I guess that's something some people might not know. Both software and hardware wise, like, I'm always very interested in terms of, I guess, latest developments, sort of how we got here, that sort of thing. I do code bit. Not gonna say what languages and whatnot because I don't want you guys finding out certain things. But I guess like stuff like game dev, I'm really interested in. Obviously, things like cybersecurity as well has always been something I've been very interested in. Just those sort of things, for example. Cars, I know, right? No way. I'm interested in cars. Really not that much to say there. always liked cars from quite a young age. Like literally, I think what didn't help is the fact that I started playing games on my PC as well, quite early on. I think, let's see, my first game ever was Mobile Rally Championship 2000, which is a 1999 rally game, which I still really like. It actually has some features that rally games don't have nowadays, which I find utterly insane. And I think, yeah, TDU1 was my third ever game. I was very young when I played it. So, yeah. Really can't think of anything else car related. But yeah, honestly, car's been quite a main focal point that I've always really liked. A main interest, sorry, that I've always been interested in. Space stuff, well, I wasn't exactly the kid who was like, I want to be an astronaut when I grow up. Never really wanted to be an astronaut. Like, it's cool and all, but meh, not for me. But I've always been interested in sort of developments of space, that sort of thing. Obviously, we live in an age where there's not a huge emphasis on development in space and that sort of thing. But definitely when I was younger, was very interested in space. Even visited the Space Museum, I think it's called, in Leicester and stuff. That was really fun to watch. You played TDU1 on your PSP and was blown away by the game. Yeah, it's amazing how they got such a huge map in such a small console, or like, you know, why I say small console, I mean like in terms of computational power. Like, that was always amazing to see. I never had a PSP myself or ever played, I guess, TDU on the PSP, but from a view standpoint, it is absolutely shocking they did that back then. I guess, yeah, another interest is anime, obviously. I'll be real, I'm not exactly up to date in terms of seasonal stuff. But we'll have to go back. God, I made this music playlist not that long ago, or rather I appended new songs to it not that long ago. I forget like the kind of songs that I have in here. I forgot that I managed to find a sort of drift funk song to put in here. And then yeah, I do also like tanks. I guess if you want to simplify it, the logical part was I like cars. Now then you have like what's a good way of putting it? Like a boy maturing, enjoying like, you know, shooting games and sort of thing. Like when you're like 13 sort of ish, like I saw people who are definitely not 18 playing Grand Theft Auto and that sort of thing. Like there is a point in time where you are at least somewhat interested in shooters. So moving car, moving thing with gun, big gun, I guess that is the thought process. And yeah, I've been interested ever since in tanks. Been to the tank museum down in Bovington, that was always amazing. Seeing one of my favorite ones, the Yagibu. But yeah, the Fat Fuck. I mean, it's Fat Fuck Friday, so the Yagtiga would be a good one to say. Favorite anime. Oh right, we'll get onto that in a second. What have I got next? I think yeah, I have got my favorite vehicles, and we have a favorite anime section. So in terms of favorite vehicles, what's everyone's favorite manufacturer? Because it is quite hard to define an absolute dream car or like, you know, favorite vehicle, because there's always so many to pick from. So I thought manufacturer would be quite a nice one to ask people, because there are so many amazing ones out there. Audi, I do really like them a lot. They are, like, you can just say BAG, Volkswagen Automotive Group, and like, you know, obviously they're going to be amazing, but Audi have always been that step further in terms of development. Like, you know, inline 5, they were there. All-wheel drive, they were there. Like, even this new electric turbo thing, yes, that does exist on the A1, which they no longer sell. But, like, in terms of technology development in the car industry, Audi are amazing. So are Honda as well. But if I had to pick one as a whole, it'd definitely be Noble Automotive. The reason for that, quite simply, by how I don't like the direction that Audi's going nowadays, or Honda. Well, Honda, they've done some things that are questionable, and I don't particularly agree with. But Noble have always been there. I've loved every single one of their cars. They still have like under 20 people working from them, handmade and everything. Pure British shed-made cars, and that is something to expect, to respect. Let's see, what's everyone's? Toyota, Honda, Dodge, Ford, Volvo. Get out of here. Get out of here, Eric, with your Volvo. Mazda, the best? Oh yeah, I guess that is the thing in terms of pronouncing things. I think I want to try to maybe get better at pronouncing things. Like, I don't exactly say what's it, like Hyundai, like Americans do with Hyundai, but knowing now that it's pronounced like Hyundai, like sort of a mismatch of the both pronunciations, I think I want to sort of start doing that, but because like I will always call Porsche, I will always call Porsche Porsche, and that sort of thing. Even had like a German dude trying to tell me off for saying Porsche instead of Porsche, and then he said Porsche himself, which was hilarious. But I don't think I can see myself saying Mazda instead of Mazda. We'll have to see. But yeah, in terms of absolute favorite cars, then we have the Audi Quattro 20V. Fucking love it so much. Not the Sport Quattro though. That is one very key feature to point out. I respect the Sport Quattro. Obviously, that is the later Rally Quattro. But have you seen what the Sport Quattro looks like? It's fucking ugly compared to how beautiful the normal original Quattro is. Absolutely stunning, gorgeous, inline 5, and obviously the rally versions with their turbo fluttering. Also, first all-wheel drive car that isn't a big bulky estate or SUV sort of thing. Proper saloon, coupe, whatever. Volvo in TDUSC? I think TDUSC might have Polestar, might. Now, here's the thing that makes me think that, because Test Drive Unlimited has always had concept cars in its franchise. You had the fucking Chrysler thing, which I forgot the model name of right now. You had the Volkswagen W12 stuff. And you also had, well, I mean, that's not a concept, the fucking BTCC Audi A4. But TD2, you had the Spiker peaking to Paris. It's peaking something Paris. I'm looking this up. I'm too annoyed at myself for not remembering. Spiker peaking. Oh, it's peaking to Paris. I was right. God damn it. Alright. I don't know how I've never made this connection, but that must be peaking in China to Paris sort of drive. I did not know that was a endurance. Oh wow, it is. It is an actual race that happens. Yeah, from Peking. Wait, well, I'm sorry, Beijing, to Paris. Huh. I did not know this was a thing. Oh, I see. Oh, that's why. Okay, it's a 2000. It's a 1907 race from Beijing to Paris, and there are 4 races: Italia from Italy, Spiker from the Netherlands, and then 3 French drivers. Okay, that makes sense now. I don't know why I never made the connection. There was Beijing. It was a Beijing to Paris drive. Huh. Okay. But yeah. Well, I'm getting a bit sidetracked. What I was saying is that TDU has always had concept cars, and obviously the Polestar 1 is a very interesting car. Polestar 2 less so. But I think Polestar came out with the Polestar Precept, which is very much an interesting concept. I think there was that COVID video even where Koenigsegg and Polestar got together and they were showing off their new concepts. I think the Gemera and the Precept, the 2 of them together in one video, which was kind of cool to see the 2 surviving Swedish manufacturers collabing together. But yeah, I think the Precept might be a thing we see. We'll have to see, because there's not too many modern concepts that people might find interesting to have in a game. We'll see on that part. I always forget that when I adjust my hair, you can actually see it. Okay, so JDM, and when I say JDM, this is a genuine JDM car. This isn't like, you know, a Japanese car that is like, you know, misusing the term JDM. The Honda Integra Type R DC2, which is a car that was sold in other markets, especially here in Europe, and I believe it was the Acura something in the States, but regardless, they got the same car. But I do only really like the JDM one. It's the headlights on it are way cooler than way cooler than the circular headlights. I mean, not to say the circular headlights are bad. Honestly, they're okay, but the fucking proper headlights look so much better. I guess it's a bit like why I prefer the Blob Eye WRX compared to the Hawkeye and the what's it called? The Blob Eye, the Hawkeye and the Bug Eye. Sorry, the 3 second-gen Imprezas, because the Blob Eye looks like it fits the tail lights way better than the other 2, because the headlight design is the same as the tail light. The same with the Integra. It just makes more sense when you look at the back and then you look at the front. You're not really expecting 4 circular headlights. You're expecting something very similar, which is what the JDM1 has, which I prefer. Oh yeah, so favorite supercar. I'll be honest, I never used to be a massive fan of supercars, which is ironic because the Test Drive Unlimited franchise is my favorite game franchise. But I think I've decided that the Noble M600, it used to be the M12 GTO 3R, used to be my favorite supercar, but I've decided that the M600 is genuinely my favorite one now. I'll say the one thing I don't like about it is the V8. That's just me being not a huge fan of V8s, but it's possible. Everything about the vehicle is so cool. So yeah, that's my favorite supercar. What do I think of the new Acura Integra? I think it's awful. I hate the thing so much. I understand where they were coming from, but it is dreadful. I'll be honest. Like, people are picking up on the fact that it's 4-door being the worst part, and I don't think that is the case. Not at all. 4-door Integra, like back in the old days, 4-door Teggies, they're completely fine. They don't look wrong or anything to me. I do really like them still. So I don't think the 4-door is the issue. It's the fact that, like, you know, you don't have... The roofline is very much different. There's not too much of a a boot anymore. Like, even though it was a coupe design, it still had like a sort of flattish boot, which you still do have on saloons nowadays. It's missing its massive iconic wing, and I guess just the overall design of the vehicle is very, very weird. Honestly, if they... Okay, so here's how... Honda, here is how you make a good Integra. You take the brand new Honda Civic, you chop 2 doors off of it, and you make the roofline come back a little bit on the rear to make it a bit of a flatter boot. You give it a big wing, or like its iconic wing. Like, if Subaru can do it with the WRX, why can't you? I know it doesn't make sense for downforce reasons, but who cares? And I think that's about it. Like, all they have to do is quite literally do the Civic platform, shorten the roofline, give it a wing, and I think that would be a lot more faithful to the Integra, and they don't even have to do too much. Well, I say they don't even have to do too much, but like, it's quite literally the same chassis and everything. They have the resources, but they're not doing it. I don't understand why. I'm saying coupe. I mean, I don't really know how to call it. Like, it's kind of weird of a car. It's like, looking at the DC2, it looks like a 2-door saloon. But then I've heard other people calling it a coupe, and I was like, okay, sure, I'll just call it a coupe for whatever reason. Oh yeah, so American cars. Another thing that I find myself not particularly a fan of, for the most part. There are, like, you know, some things that I like, but I think that's generally just because I prefer good handling cars, lightweight cars, things with not massive engines, and the States, sort of the cool cars that come out there are generally muscle cars, trucks, SUVs, that sort of thing. Like, there are supercars as well. Like, I do like SSC, not just the Tuatara, that is quite recent. I like, I think it was the Aero. Shit, I've forgotten. I can't believe I've completely forgotten what the name is now. You know the one, that like 2010-esque one. Shit, it was called Aero, wasn't it? SSC Ultimate Aero. Ah, there you go. That's what I meant. The Ultimate Aero looks cool. I was surprised that TD2 never got the Ultimate Aero and had the Gumper Apollo. I'll be honest, but that's also like something I really like. But getting back to things, I know I said I don't really like big engines. Generally, as well, I prefer cylinder count underneath 5, but I do like, you know, V10s as well. So how about the biggest fucking engine known to mankind, or basically that in a car, which is the Dodge Viper ACR VX1. I say VX1 because there's the chassis code of the Viper that I really like. Generally, I do like sort of all... I'm okay with all the Vipers, but the more modern ones, I much prefer over the old ones. Like, I respect the first gen Viper, literally gonna kill you, and no door handles and everything. I like the thought process behind it and everything, but looks wise, definitely the modern ones look a lot better than the old ones, in my opinion. You understand why they would make it bigger than the Civic. Smaller hatchbacks will always be looked upon as cheap cars, and I think they wanted a sedan Civic with any name. That's the thing, because like, it's not... There's another Acura. I will never get around Acura's naming scheme. I think it was the TLX, was it? One of the cars they already had looks very much like the new Tegi. So I don't really understand why they rebranded it. Was it the TLX? No, it wasn't the TLX. There's like something basically the same size, and it basically looks like what should have been the evolution of it. It literally, it seems like they stamped the Integra name on, some other Acura. Hey Janish, glad you could make it. Whoops. Okay, there we go. So I suppose, yeah, you did ask my favorite anime, and we'll go on to the anime stuff. So, favorite anime. Favorite anime is always a very hard question for me to answer. Like, I wouldn't really hold any of these as my favorite, but like the three of them, sorry, the four of them definitely share the title of favorite. There's no absolute favorite in this regard for me. The Peg Hill of Sakura-so, I do really like. It's very fun and I guess different rom-com. Yuru Camp, I did really enjoy Yuru Camp way too much. I guess there's nothing really like it. It was a very wholesome camping anime. You got to see the sights of Japan pictured in quite a pretty way. It is a very pretty anime with maybe not the highest budget as well to do so. So that was really depicted really well. New game, obviously me being interested in game dev, I do really like all the sort of game dev animes. I don't think there's one that I don't like, but New Game was very wholesome. I do really enjoy New Game, and I was very happy when they had the second season and everything. Like all the characters there, they're quite distinctive. Like even going on to Airsoft and stuff. And Astra Lost in Space, I actually wouldn't have found Astra Lost in Space on my own accord. Someone suggested it to me because I like sci-fi stuff, but not particularly fantasy stuff. But I mean, that is kind of fantasy still. But I did really enjoy it. Like, it ended up being a lot better than I thought it would be. Dodge Viper's one of your favorite American cars? You like all muscle cars? Understand why people don't like it? Can grow Corvettes. Oh yeah. Obviously, like, you know, when I say I like cars that can corner, that's like sort of a bit extreme. Obviously, they can turn and stuff, but like, you know, depend. It's always like personal preference with these things, which is why I wanted to say these sort of things, because it's very interesting hearing different people's opinions, and like, you know, everyone likes different things. Oh, so anime. You might be wondering why I haven't put like a single thing related to cars here. And that's because, well, One Gun Midnight was okay. So was X-Driver. X-Driver is probably really good as well. But Initial D sucks. I'll be honest. First couple of stages, okay. Initial D, after that, it's basically SAO but cars. I know it's quite a bold opinion. But manga-wise, there are quite a lot of car-related mangas that are actually amazing. You have Kuntash, you have forgot what it's called, something Carrera. You have Car Graffiti, JK, Speed Racer, sort of. Although the film adaptation of Speed Racer was really good. But my absolute favorite is Overrev. That is not because it is 4 girls as a main character, because, like, you know, they depict quite a lot of different cars that you might not normally see. So I was really happy to see, like, the main character cars being the first gen MR2, the AW11, the EG Civic, so not a Type R, before they had a Type R. The character called Sylvia, who changes between the S13, 14, and 15 throughout the series. And one that has a very out there car, which is the Peugeot 106 S1, Series 1, I think, Rally, which is honestly quite a cool choice. Like, having driven the S2, the generation after, in Assetto Corsa down at Tollgate, that was, I can understand the appeal. It's a lot of fun with that car. But honestly, that manga is really good. It's not just Tokyo as well. Like the main focus is Toge, obviously, but there is a drift event that happens. There is a track racing event that happens, like a civic track day that happens. There's even like street race or drag racing. There is, I believe, a part where Europeans are like some European characters come along with the private airfield or something, and they show like some cars like the TVR Griffith. I think there's a 430 challenge in there, surprisingly. Just basically like a bunch of European cars, exotic European cars, if you will. There are old cars in there, like the RX-3 versus a Celica, like as a flashback of, I guess, an older character, which is always cool to see. My beloved RX-3. I mean, obviously I say this, but there are like, you know, a bunch of different things in there. I don't want to spoil it too much, but very, very good manga. Honestly, best thing car related, best anime thing car related, if you get what I mean, is Overread. Highly recommend reading it. It is a bit more adult, I'll say that, but I think it's something you lot can handle anyways, if you can handle swearing on my channel. Have to read it now. And then yeah, the other manga I do really like is Girls Panzer Ribbon Warrior. I do like the sort of girls fighting in vehicles thing, whether it's like High School Fleet or Girls Panzer, but honestly the mangas were the most interesting, especially Ribbon Warrior, where you have a limitation of 10 tons. So if you don't already know, tanks are generally like about, let's say, World War II tanks are normally about within the 40 to 50 ton range, as a generalization. But if you limit it under 10 tons, you have some very interesting vehicles come along, as well as you get to see other countries that you don't normally see. So it was very cool to see Poland, Myanmar, Canada, all those sort of countries make an appearance, whereas, you know, in an anime, they'd probably not see their appearance, where you just have the main countries, the United Kingdom, Germany, Russia, the States, whatnot, like that sort of thing. Oh yeah, so I wasn't really thinking about putting this section, because, but, let's see. Yeah, I see like a bunch of other VTubers do it and in their debut, so I was like, okay, sure, we'll just have like a goal section. So these are my goals, not necessarily like, you know, things that are achievable this year or anything like that. It's just, you know, something for the lifetime span of this sort of channel. So first thing first, I want to gain more life confidence. As you can probably hear, I somewhat stutter or like change my opinion on a certain sentence or what I want to say. I am dyslexic, so my processing speed is a tad slower. I mean, dyslexia affects people in different ways, but for me, it's always been hard doing things live or formulating things, so hopefully I get a bit better at that as I all start live streaming. Have a sizable active community. Now, what I mean by that is by people live here on YouTube during these streams. So I'd love to do content like, let's say, chat decides this, or chat versus me, or those, just that sort of thing where, like, you know, have an active enough chat where they can make decisions on sort of thing, or they can do certain things. That's basically what I want to do. You had no idea about my dyslexia? I mean, yeah, I don't really, what's it called, promote it. In terms of, like, disabilities and stuff, I never understand why people, you know, throw it out there to the world. You should be trying, surely you should try to overcome them. It's a bit like morbidly obese people. Like, you should try to overcome it, at least, or cope with it. Learn Japanese, that is something I do genuinely want to do. Now, I'm not just saying that because haha, we do Japanese. I have done quite a few languages, or learned quite a few languages in my lifetime. Had tried my hand at least. So Singapore Mandarin, because all Chinese is different. But I think the most recent was French. Like I've tried very briefly, very briefly, Spanish, German, Russian. Those are the other ones that I've tried. And the best one that I got at was Mandarin, which is ironic because it's been a decent 9 years, probably like 10 years now, since I last spoke it, and I have no idea of how to speak the language. Like, I think I could just about manage 1 to 10. Like, let's see. 1 to 10 in Mandarin. Like, 1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、10. Something like that, I believe, is that. But unfortunately, the one that I'm currently best in, but nowhere near fluent, is probably French. I've been to France a couple of times as well, even, which, I mean, I've been to other places, been to like Paris and Nice, where Nice was actually the place that I enjoyed more, ironically, because I love big cities, and generally speaking, but I preferred Nice over Paris. But my French is very bad. Like, let's see. I could probably say je parle un peu français, mais c'est très mal. Par exemple, vous êtes une pomme de terre, and that's probably about all I can muster. But yeah, I do genuinely want to learn a language. The issue I find with European languages is that, well, I think it's part of my dyslexia, but I always find it hard because they all share the same Latin characters. So it's always hard not mixing it up with English for me personally. Like when I was doing French, learning French, I would always mix up English with French, and it was the most annoying thing ever. But I think with like Asian languages where they use different characters, it'll be much better. I mean, language I apparently was best at was Mandarin. So I was thinking about maybe doing Korean. I did want to do Korean the most, but the support for Korean isn't exactly at the stage where you can, I mean, you can learn Korean in some places, but sort of the site that I really like learning languages, it doesn't support Korean. I mean, it's a very, very new thing. Busu, if you want to have a look yourself, it's very good for learning language. And I guess Japanese was the next step up, or next step down in terms of languages that I wanted to learn. Because you have the fact that I'm weeb, but I do genuinely like Japan and Japanese sort of thing. So I thought I'd give it a go. And honestly, I think it's going to be a lot easier than, say, Mandarin. Not to say that it's going to be easy at all, because the differences between Mandarin, or sorry, Chinese in general, and Japanese is that Japanese and Korean, they actually use an alphabet, so like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, like us, right? But I mean, their own respective alphabet, which is like Kaku, Ki, Ko, for example, as like one of the character families. But with Chinese, you sort of have a different character for every different thing, which is gonna be a bit harder to learn, I suppose. I suppose if you're just speaking it, it shouldn't be too hard. But if you're reading and writing, like genuinely, then it's gonna be a bit more effort than, say, Japanese or Korean. So that's why I decided to opt for Japanese, and I am learning Japanese. I'm at the stage where I've just started. Like, literally, I could say, "Konbanwa," Boku wa Leon desu. Watashi wa Igirisu Jin desu. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. And that's pretty much it in terms of as far as I can go right now. Literally, I'm learning hiragana, or trying to learn hiragana off by heart. I've learned it all, but no, not even touched katakana yet. Just to give like an example of how far I am in that. Itasha myself on the car. Okay, that is a very long-term thing. That is a very long-term thing. Maybe I might do it in a game. Like, I would love to fucking have myself on a car in Test Drive Unlimited Solo Crown. That would be amazing to have. Hey, Catalan. That would be amazing to have in, I guess, a game, but also in the real world. I'd love to do that with my car. But, like I said, very much a long-term thing. Also, a 3D animation of myself is also a long-term thing. I was thinking about doing one for this debut, but granted that we're already in May. Or like, you know, we're already like in the 5th month of this year, and I'm debuting now, even though I wanted to do it in the first quarter of the year. I decided, okay, let's not do like a 3D animation debut trailer. It's taking a lot longer than I wanted to anyways. So yeah, I would love to have a 3D animation of myself in it. We'll have to see where that goes at the end of time. Like, these things are goals, but also dreams at the same time. They probably won't happen, I'll be honest. And then the other thing is, well, this is a genuine goal, is to figure out non-gaming things to make content on. Obviously, I like games, computer games, whatever, but I'd love to, like, you know, do other things than just gaming. Like, I mean, it would just be nice to not just have to do gaming the entire time. Let's see. Oh, yes. All right. So, in terms of content, let's go have a look at the main content segment. Oh, I'm not tabbed in. That is the wrong thing. So, content-wise, I plan to stream weekly or bi-weekly. It will probably be on Fridays about this time, because I think Fridays, people coming back from work, at least in Europe, like, sort of thing, I think it'll be the best time for me and also sort of viewers. Like you sort of saw now, we've sort of caught Americans, we've got people from Asia as well, surprisingly, and Oceania. So I think this is a decent time to do it. In terms of other content, I will turn those streams into like an edited video. Probably not this debut, but like afterwards, we'll probably have it edited. And then non-stream videos. So things that aren't streamed, so like say my previous TDU content that I used to make, those weren't done live on stream, and I will still continue to make those. And in fact, I think it was yesterday, I did a tweet, I tweeted out the fact that I am working on a new piece of TDU content, and those of you here are now being spoiled by what it is. And it's been quite hard thinking about what sort of content we can make on Test Drive Unlimited Solo Crown, because we are getting towards the launch date. I know they haven't said much as of right now, but I expect they're currently in the bug fixing stage right now, and they're doing their regression testing, they're like, you know, bug fixing, that sort of thing. That takes ages, and for a project this big, they're probably in it right now and not introducing new content. So kind of hard on that regard. But then I thought, well, this game is supposed to draw in a bunch of new people, and when I go and talk to people, they don't even know what Test Drive is, but they've seen, like, you know, the announcement and stuff, but they don't exactly know what Test Drive Unlimited is. So I thought maybe I would cater to those people and make like a what is Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown video, and I think that would be a good one to kick off the test drive content with. I did. Okay, as for actually, you know what? You know what? So on that tweet, I've got my little script, and yeah, well, how long is this already? Okay, it's a thousand words already, and I haven't even written everything. But I tell you what, I'll try and say the first paragraph, and I suppose you guys can see how it is, just to see what sort of content you've got like coming up. So let's see. God, I have to get out. Where is it? Where is it? Okay. Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown. You've heard the name somewhere, or even seen one of the trailers. Went to go look it up, and seen loads of people holding this franchise to being the equivalent of Drive Clubs in terms of how amazing it was. Only difference being, this is a very real game coming later this year. But what even is it? If you're new to the franchise, it can be quite confusing. On one hand, it looks like Forza Horizon, and on the other, it looks like Grand Theft Auto. That is in terms of big games that everyone's heard of. So let's have a look at, firstly, what Test Drive Unlimited is, and well, you'll see why it's so bloody amazing. And that's basically the first paragraph of like sort of what to expect. So there you go, little snippet, little teaser at what is to come. Hopefully, I don't know when this will release, sort of thing. We'll have to see how it goes with content and stuff. I am somewhat busy, but we'll see. I'm gonna try my best to do this. I do want, granted, like, you know, I have this Test Drive Unlimited content creator role on the official Discord and everything. I'm quite honored to have that, and I want to make content, not just because of that, but because I genuinely really like the game. It's my favorite franchise after all. So yeah, there's that. Oh yeah, and in terms of like the next upcoming stream, just like an idea I had for a stream was to 3-star every drift zone in a Unimog in Forza Horizon 5. If you know me from like, you know, Forza Horizon 4, which I assume most of you don't, but like personal friends of mine will know that, like, you know, I made a drift Unimog in Forza Horizon 4, and I was a little too good with it. I wasn't exactly, you know, top leaderboards with it, but I could certainly 3-star them. But it is quite hard, quite the challenge, and I think we'll have a go at doing that in Horizon 5 without using the pussy drift components that they've added, the stupid drift suspension, tires, transmission. So dumb. We're not using any of that. We're gonna do this properly. So I think that'd be a really fun stream to do with chat. So yeah, there's that. Oh yeah, and I guess the other ideas in terms of upcoming content is like, you know, what sort of games I want to cover. I know I said, like, you know, I want to figure out things that aren't games to cover. But in terms of games, I definitely will cover TDU2's TDU2's new sort of multiplayer mod, Project Paradise 2. That is amazing. I really like the look of that, and I do want to jump on it pretty soon. We've got the new Hong Kong Island map that I think Alex found on Assetto Corsa. Obviously not made by Alex, but like its respective owner, they've done an amazing job on it, taking like the GIS data, I believe they've done, and then crafted their own road around it to sort of get the vibe and everything right. I mean, it is kind of TDU like in terms of how the road quality is, I suppose. Hopefully won't be getting any of that in Solar Crown. But we'll have to see. And yeah, WRC 11, I expect it will release later this year. In fact, KT tweeted out earlier today that was it KT? Yeah, KT tweeted out earlier today that they're going to be at this like Big Ben meet thing where they talk about their games. I mean, like, you know, I don't expect Solo Crown to be there, and if they do, it's gonna be a very offhanded sort of thing. I expect to see them at the Summer Games Fest, but not at this like Big Ben thing, which is happening I think next week. But I assume WRC 11 is gonna be announced then. I have WRC 9. I didn't get WRC 10, and I quite enjoy WRC 9 a lot. And having played WRC 10 at the Steam Next Fest as well was very good. And yeah, I do really like the franchise, especially the fact that, like, you know, it focuses on modern rally rather than classic rally that Dirt Rally does. But I mean, if you don't already know, KT sort of given, or Codemasters have bought the license to WRC, so they can't really make another official WRC anymore. I assume Dirt Rally 2.0 is gonna, Dirt Rally 3 is probably gonna include the two licenses, one being the official Rally Championship and the other being Rally Cross Championship game. So it'll be like this amazing mash of games, hopefully. But yeah, I do wanna see what WRC 11 has to offer. So hopefully they're going out with a bang on there. But I mean, after that, KT are basically just focusing on Test Drive Unlimited Solo Crown, unless they have, like, you know, another game in the works. In terms of maybe games I want to cover, Car X Street was delayed. What was it? Yeah, Car X Street was delayed, but it does look really good, and I have been thinking about doing it, about playing it. I mean, obviously, Need for Speed 2022-23 hasn't really been announced, so can't really put that on here. Same as Night Runners, although Night Runners is very, very, very close to Test Drive Unlimited Solo Crown's release date now, which is rather unfortunate. Maybe doing Euro Truck might be a nice chill one to cover. Not particularly sure about that one. Papers, Please has always been a game that I've wanted to play, and I've watched people play through it like a long time ago, but I've never actually played it myself, surprisingly. So I think that'd be quite a fun one to do as well. Heavenly Bodies, that's like an indie game where it's sort of like soft body physics. Like, I guess the closest thing to it where I could say is a bit like a 2D human fall flat, but not quite 2D. It's like sort of this space-esque puzzle solving thing. It would be very cool, but I believe it's like a co-op game, so it'll have to wait until, like, you know, maybe I get a little bigger and we get some more VTuber friends. Also, Project Winter. Project Winter, I really, really like the look of. But it's like a detective game. I'm gonna have to say it, aren't I? It is like Among Us, even though Among Us was not the first of its genre. It's definitely the one that's left the biggest impact. But it is a very good-looking game, and I would love to play it. But again, that is like a game where you need, I believe, 6 people. I'm not entirely sure, to play it. But yeah, it is really good looking. Really want to play it. But it'll have to wait until, like, I guess I get a little bigger. Opus might be one I cover. Nice little story game. Starfield as well. That's probably one everyone's heard of, or quite a few people have heard of. That also got delayed to 2023, which was not the case when I made this presentation. So maybe we'll sort of scoot that to the side for a bit. Copycat, another very cute looking story game, supposedly emotional. Hasn't been released yet or announced. It's been announced, but it hasn't been released yet. It's to come soon, I believe. And also Minecraft would be a nice one to do. I think multiplayer-wise, maybe a little SMP, because I really did enjoy those back in the day when it was like a little friendly SMP. But we'll have to see about that regard. Oh yeah, okay, so sort of ending off, or like sort of close to wrapping up now. We've got, if you want to join the community, you've enjoyed what you've seen. Like, I mean, if you're here at the end now, you must at least to enjoy what you've seen, or maybe just liked it. But if you want to join the community, you've got YouTube, which is here, got the little red button down there if you want to help out a little bit. But we've got like our own Discord community, a little Discord server, which is very cool. Obviously Twitter is very brand new. I literally just started it. I think my first official post on it was maybe a week ago. I can't remember. But yeah, if you want to have a look at my Twitter, it should be all down below for you. So yeah, if you want to join them, there you go. If not, that's completely fine. Oh yeah, and so I tried my hand at a couple of emotes as well, which you can see 11 emotes here. Probably be making a few others. I'm thinking about maybe opening up a suggestion channel on the Discord so people can suggest things like emotes, content ideas, all those sorts of things if they want, and then people can vote on certain options, but I'm not entirely sure if they want. But yeah, obviously you can't use this on YouTube because I need to be a member first before I can start offering them, which I think I need 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch hours, so we'll see if we ever get there. But yeah, I'll append these to Discord later tonight, and you'll be able to see. And yeah, that's sort of it in terms of the presentation. Let's see. Let's catch back. Let me move this over here so you can see chat a little better. But yeah. Oh hey Yeti. Actually did make it. But yeah, that is sort of everything. Now you know a bit more about me, and hopefully you've got a little bit of an insight as to upcoming content and everything. I've realized now I'm a bit of an idiot and I did not click record, so I will edit this on YouTube to go up on YouTube, but because I haven't recorded this via this OBS thing, I can't split my tracks, so it'll probably end up looking a bit like a Kuru HS video where it's just like cut up from the stream. But yeah, hopefully should be making content and up and running soon. I mean, like, hey, here I am, fully rigged, hand-tracked, your local VTuber. So yeah, music is very quiet anyways. Yeah, hopefully everything should be good. So I think what I'll do is, what I was thinking of doing was sort of ending the video here, and then I was thinking of going to go play some other games because I was scared that the debut itself was not going to take an hour, but here we are at like almost what is it, like, where's OBS? Alright, yeah, we're almost at like 2 hours now. So I'm really happy that took a while. I think what we'll do is we'll say goodbye to the YouTube video, and then maybe we'll go over to playing a couple of other games just before we wrap up, and we'll end in like an hour and a half-ish. I guess you guys can vote on like sort of what sort of thing. So does everyone want to say goodbye to YouTube for the video? So yeah, I mean, I'm really happy everyone tags along. Really hope everyone enjoyed it. So hope you're having a good. Hope you enjoyed said video, and hope you have a good rest of the week. See ya. Okay, I think that's probably good enough for said YouTube video. So yeah, I guess we can just go on to doing a couple of games. Let's see. Okay, so I'm really surprised by the amount of features that YouTube has in terms of live streaming already, because whenever you think YouTube live streaming, you always think it's quite bare bones, but like they have polls, raids, all these other things from like Twitch now. So I believe I can actually just ask a poll. So let's see. Game do now. Okay. I think what we'll do, we'll spend like maybe half an hour in each game ish. And we'll see. I think maybe not doing a test drive would be nice, because I expect the rest of my channel is gonna be that. So let's see. Let's put Forza Horizon 5. Let's put Ready or Not. Forza Horizon 5, Ready or Not. I guess I can put the crew. I'm not gonna do that drifting thing in Forza Horizon 5 just yet. That'll be its own stream. The crew 2. Yeah, I haven't finished the crew 2 at all, even though I really like the game. It's just very unmotivated. There's nothing really motivating you to complete the game. There's too much content, I feel. Hope Test Drive never gets to that stage. Let's see. Forza Horizon 5, Ready or Not, the crew 2. I suppose I could just... Nah, okay, we'll leave it. We'll just put those 3. I just kind of want to do this to test out how polls look, sort of thing. Because I've never seen tried out polls before on YouTube. I mean, like, everything here is a first for me, from live streaming on YouTube to everything. So, okay, cool. People are actually reacting to it. Let's go have a look. Oh, interesting. Okay. Forza Horizon 5 currently winning. 1 for Ready or Not, 1 for the crew 2. Bear in mind, sorry, I probably should have said this. People want to join, they can, but I'm not going to join a VC of any sorts. Not now. Alright, bye Lolly. Thank you for coming along. It was really nice seeing you here. Alright, I think that's it. Okay. Well, I think there's a clear winner here for Forza. So let's just open that up now. I'm going to mute desktop audio so that you guys don't get ear raped by Forza opening. I'm gonna have to sit here in agony. One moment. Oh no. There is. There's the logo. No. Why do game companies do this? Oh no, it's open now. Oh dear. Oh dear god. Oh dear god. Oh dear god. Okay. So, yeah, no problems. See you later. Thank you for tagging along. It was really nice. Oh, there you go. So I believe Forza is like one of these games where it hates the game capture and it crashes when I use game capture. So I believe... Oh. What do you mean optimizing for my PC? You did this like 2 days ago. What? I opened it up as like I did a test stream a while ago just to make sure, like, you know, my PC could handle me running my model, audio settings, everything else. Make sure stream was okay. And then, like, you know, it optimized for my PC then took like 5 minutes, and now it's doing it again. Like, why? Why? What? Who asked? It's such an unoptimized game already. Like, is it? Is Forza playing its own music that's drowning out the music that I already have? It is. How dare you? How rude. Oh, I got some Pokemon music now. Roots 113 from Game Chops that they remixed or covered. Very well done. Honestly, brilliant channel. I'm so happy that like the stream hasn't been taken down or anything. Because that was one thing I was really worried about. Them taking the stream down or even striking my channel, even though like I've never heard of it. You can hear that, can you? The invisible bottle. Actually, let me have a look at my own stream. I'm fascinated. I wonder how much delay there is. That is what I want to see. I want to know if there's a big delay or not. Big delay or not. Okay, just by doing that little test, it seems to be like 2 seconds. Well, if you refresh, it should be like 2 seconds. That's really good going. I think that's better than Twitch. I think Twitch I normally got like 5 seconds, maybe going up to like 8 sometimes. Wow, how are you only at 30%? Oh my god. This. Can I facepalm? No, I'm just sniffing my hand at this point. Oh right, yeah, okay, that makes sense because the fucking camera can't see my face then. Can I? That makes me fascinated. Can I boop you? Boop. There you are. So I can actually boop people. Boop. Boop. I do have to think of some actual outro. Maybe I'll boop people for outro. Oh, well, it's supposedly... Oh, I guess I can switch over to this. You can see what's happening. Yeah, I'm really surprised this song is DMCA. Well, all of Infection's songs are DMCA. I do really like Infection as an artist. They do like cyberpunk-esque sort of songs, and always surprised that they are all DMCA free. What was that? So I have like basically Pockies, and it thinks that what the Pockies are my fingers. Here we are at last.
Welcome back, Leon.
That's always uncanny. I forget to change that. Actually, one moment. Let me just quickly change a couple of things. That's a bit annoying. Oh. Okay. Let's see, chat. What shall we do? First I need to connect my bloody controller. Load the battery like it's a shotgun. Okay. Oh, there you go. Okay, cool. Everything works. We've got Beetle already driving on the wrong side of the road. SMH. Imagine driving on the wrong side of the road. Oh! That could be interesting. Let's see, Photothon shop. Nothing interesting. I'm thinking what we do is one of these and then we... How? Okay, fully charged controller apparently does not like... I did not click on that. We going keyboard today? You can ask the people at TBR. I am fairly decent with a keyboard, at least. Let's see. Should we do? Ooh. I mean, that is 10 points. Would be a little bit closer to the Testarossa. Maybe I'll try the trial out. Oh, but then we get Forza teammates. Fuck it. I can carry the team. I can do this. Watch me eat my words within like 10 seconds. Oh, it's S1. S1 retro supercars. Oh. Oh, that's my gear up. Okay. S1 retro supercars. What do I have in terms of car type? Retro supercars. So generally with Forza, you wanna start with the lowest, and then work your way up. Lowest PI, because that gives you a lot of room for customization in terms of performance stuff. Very much a normal thing in VR chat. I mean, I can understand it. So let's see. So with Forza's PI system, you wanna avoid engine swaps and stuff. So if it's S1, if we're going up to S1, then I think we're gonna go to like race spec stuff. Get some ARBs in here. And there's no point in upgrading the brakes if we don't upgrade the tires. Do I really need semi-slicks? I'll say yes for the moment. And then we won't really upgrade that. Should be okay. We haven't even finished Horizon 5, I know, right? Alright, let's change fitment slightly. I wonder if Yeti's still here. Yeah, which is why I'm doing the trial, so that I can give myself some CBT. You know what? I'm gonna, instead of doing downforce, I'm gonna give it all drive. I know. I really like this car, and like giving it all drive is kind of cursed, but I'm sorry. It's Forza, and I'm on a keyboard. Wait, where's the 6-speed race transmission? What? Am I blind? It's a retarded game, honestly. Sometimes. How do I... Sounds okay. What is this? I mean, it's a bit closer. Only 40 horsepower from turbos? Okay, that's a bit different from... what was that? Okay. Okay. And I am British after all, so we're going to remove all weight. As much weight as we can out of the car. Okay. A little heavier, have a bit more power, and we'll all drizzle, so should be good for Forza's physics. Oh right, okay, we gotta do some tuning. So we're gonna abuse Forza's system by absolutely screwing with that tire pressure thing. Yeah. I don't know how fast S1 goes. I don't think we'll need 200 mile an hour. Okay, we'll keep it at that for a moment. Camber I think is okay. Go for a bit higher caster. Anti-roll bars, definitely want this. Help us rotate a bit more in Forza's system, obviously. None of this applies in real life, obviously. Go a couple of clicks up from slammed. Yes. So we'll make this definitely more rear bias. I generally like 25-40, I think it is. We'll try 75. Let's give that a go. Oh, how do I turn the fucking radio off? Oh. Anyway, I think I have the music set to 0, so... Where is it? Music? Radio volume. Piss off. No one wants music when we have funny weeb music. Okay, that was way too much. Yeah, I think this is doable. Okay, let's go do the trial. I think we'll do the trial and then I'll head on to ready or not. Because the trial is already gonna be enough CBT for one day. Okay. 2 minutes, not much time. Ooh, okay. Okay, for being on keyboard, this is actually isn't terrible. Damn. Takes me back to smashing TBR in Horizon 4 with keyboard. Wait, they still haven't fixed this dirt road being an asphalt road on the map? Oh. Yeah, they really care about the community, just like that super video they made, clearly. Rotate? Okay. It does turn. A bit better than I thought it would. I think it... See, I don't really want to put more downforce on this car. I think it's good enough. As is. I'm so terrible. I'm so terribly sorry, Herbie. Okay. Got about a minute left. I mean, yeah, I'm not sure if you saw Pierre, Leopard, that is one of the things that the Forza streams that I do have, I guess upcoming aren't gonna be like the tournaments that we used to run back in Horizon 4. I'm not sure if you saw the content section where I think the only thing I have planned in Horizon 5 right now is quite literally doing all the drift zones in a Unimog. Going to 3-star all the drift zones in a Unimog. I think that'd make for a fun stream. Be a good video as well. Like, I'm trying to get better at doing SEO sort of things. So I think, can I 3-star every drift zone in a Unimog would be a decent title. How was that a new personal best? Like, you can see how little I play this game. I mean, everyone, even. What? Hang on a second. What? Can I not use the car I just tuned? Game. What? Am I dumb? It definitely said the M1 was a retro supercar. No, I thought I tuned it to S1. It's not S1. Oh, I'm an idiot. Ah, fuck it. I'll tell you what. We'll do proper TD1 style, or TD2 style, with the transporter Enzo. I got this, clearly. Keyboard, rear-wheel drive, S1 Enzo, Forza Physics. Nah, it won't be a problem. Why is there another? Why is there another? I know, right? So I guess my goal is to beat the AI and the other Enzo. If I do that, I'll be happy. Anything else? I'll be even more happy. Was that the Enzo who got smashed out of the barrier? Ah, yes. Forza Horizon Online. I forgot how the racing experience was in Forza. Oh. That was way too much. Is that Celine or is that another Ento? I can't tell. That's not an S7 in front of me, is it? I'm trying to look at this other card rather than racing. I'm such an idiot. Oh, it's an S7. Oh right, it's an AI card, that's why I didn't see it before. Oh hey Felix, using my keyboard again with a stock Enzo in an S1 race. Glad you could make it. You can tell by my hands, thank you. Yeah, I know, right? I can't believe the French are here. It's a good thing the face tracking's not so amazing so that you can't see the visible pain on my face. Yeah. No, my number plate. There it goes. But hey Felix, how are you doing? Had a good day? So it wasn't S1. Wait, what? Am I stupid? I thought we had to do multiple races. That was literally just one. Oh no, there you go. Doing good. I think the debut went really well. Honestly, more people turned up than expected. And I was really happy. I was concerned that it wasn't gonna take an hour. So I was gonna play games after to extend it. But ended up being a 1 hour 45. I was really happy. Got to interact with chat a lot. I mean, they're still here, even Drifter and everything. It was really amazing because we had people from all across the world. We have Indonesia, European countries like Eric in Sweden, a couple of German people. We had people from over the UK and an American as well, so I'm eating on stream. How could you tell? I think I should probably concentrate on the race rather than interacting with chat the entire time. Especially considering I'm like 50 PI points underneath the class limit and using a keyboard with a real drive car in S1 with Forza Physics. I'm so sorry. Can't enter. Not last. Can do this. Ugh. Felix, I can see that you're saying, "Oi, look at chat right now." I don't understand this. Like everyone I meet says "Oi," but I don't say it myself. The funny shit ever. Still hit it. God damn it. I was looking at the map. I think the main group's basically just gone. Yeah. Oh wait, the race ends here, not at the top? Why? Okay. Oh, you can hear me munching, I see. Hey. Hey, TX. Yeah, I'm not gonna stream on Twitch anymore. I found YouTube to be a much nicer platform to stream on. Plus, most of my community is here as well. I know, I just kind of like Twitch, YouTube more. Plus, it's much easier now that it's just one channel. Plus, it's not like YouTube is lacking in features at all. Because, well, okay. I don't have access to this because I'm not, like, you know, part of the partnership program, which you need to get, like, 1,000 subs, 4,000 watch hours for. But, what's it called? They have memberships, which is the equivalent of subs on Twitch. They have gifted memberships, which is gifted subs. They have raids now, which I think is called something dumb. I can't remember. So you can, like, you know, raid another channel like you can on Twitch. We just saw earlier that they have polls and polls work. And yeah, I don't know if there's many other Twitch features that they need. Excited to experience cruising on the twisty roads of Victoria Peak. Same! God, the top of Victoria Peak is also so picturesque at the peak itself. Like, I really hope they use those buildings for something, or they let us inside those buildings, because it would be nice. Those are some very pretty buildings there as well. But, I don't know, on the other side of that coin, don't want, like, people coming out and, like, ruining a bunch of photos and stuff. So, I don't know. Let's see. Okay, I am fascinated now how drifting is like on a keyboard. Not noble. I made a drift car not that long ago. What was that? Was it you? I think so. I'm honestly fascinated. We'll see how this is on keyboard. Oh, I have a ping on Discord. Ah. Oh, Felix! Oh my god! I've only just read chat, and I've seen the you were talking to Eric about Moritz earlier, and yeah, Moritz was here earlier. I think the thing that keeps me from switching to YouTube is that you go to Twitch to see someone stream and you just go to... That's the thing for me, is that I don't go on Twitch, personally. If I know that someone is streaming that I really, really like, then maybe I might go on Twitch. But I'll just open up YouTube just to have something in the background, say. And if I see someone streaming that I like, then I'll click on it. I'll see on my homepage, and yeah, I'll do it. So I guess it also came down to me personally wanting to do it. Oh yeah, so Martz was here earlier, Felix. So I'm not sure if you know, but it's a little funny. There is like a huge argument between, is Twitch better to stream on than YouTube? But I don't want to get into that debate. It can get to like a long, heated debate. Both platforms, yeah, like, you know. There's nothing wrong with streaming on either. I just personally prefer YouTube right now. As of right now. Especially the fact that they're actively developing YouTube live streaming to be a better experience for people. Because that raid thing and the gifted memberships that I talked about earlier, there was a thing that was released last week, and gifted memberships literally released yesterday. So there's that for perspective in terms of them actually doing something. Meanwhile, on Twitch, there's a rumor that... I don't think it was a rumor. I think it was an actual announcement. I didn't really pay much attention. That like they're gonna try and release a feature where viewers can pay for the streamer to rank higher on their SEO, but the money that you give doesn't go to them. Like, it's pretty scummy. But like I said, I don't really want to go into into the whole Twitch versus YouTube thing. I'm just gonna say, please, I'm just saying that what's it called? I prefer YouTube streaming over Twitch. Just as an experience right now. It's like I'm not earning money from it. Well, I was kind of. I got gifted two subs on Twitch, but like obviously I didn't get that money. You don't get money on Twitch until it reaches $100 US dollars, I believe, boost. So yeah, and plus I've heard so many things of people just not being able to get their money from Twitch. So like, yeah. It just seems like so much effort. And the fact that, like, you know, I respect people that, like, you know, their main channel is on Twitch, but my main channel is here on YouTube. So if I have the option now to merge said channels, especially for me being a small content creator, then that should be more optimal. Perhaps making a live channel or a shorts channel when I'm bigger, if I'm bigger, then yeah. Lamau that you can see so. You know what? Drifting on keyboard actually didn't end up being that bad. I don't have drift tires, just transmission, suspension. Oh, I have suspension, but not like transmission. Or like, you know, that BS. Drift suspension, I only put it on there because it makes you go lower and it gives you the more drift angle, which is nice to have. I'm playing on keyboard, yeah. I'm very curious. See how this is. And this is a C-class car. This isn't like, you know, something with 1,000 horsepower or anything. Like, quite literally. If I go to cars, let's see. Let's have a look at the specs on this. Yeah, there you go. Okay, it has got a fair bit of power. 260 horsepower, 361 Newton meters. But, and it weighs about the same as 180 does. Oh, sorry, 240 SX even does. I mean, as far as I'm aware, they're the same car, just different markets. I've always been slightly confused by the 180SX. The 180SX always looks better, the genuine JDM one, in my opinion. But as far as my knowledge knows, it is the 200SX here in Europe, and then it's the 240 in the States. But then I think there's something about the 240 also being an actual model with a more powerful engine. I'm very confused as to what is what. I wonder, does anyone know? So if I fucking get 3-star with a C-class car on keyboard, it's gonna be so funny. Okay. The roads are so wide. Like, you can literally fit this car sideways in a lane. I'll check after this. It's actually quite a lot of fun on keyboard. I was not expecting it to be this easy, but also to just work so well. I know it's Forza, I shouldn't be super surprised, but still. Well, definitely do not have the pulling power to do the entire corner in one. Or speed. 757. Oh, that's a new. It was 3 stars. Oh my god. Oh, where is it? I want to see. I want to see. Where is it? View leaderboard. Okay. It's not exactly impressive, but I mean, C-class car. I will have to do it. I mean, my next Forza stream that I'm going to be planning on doing is going to be trying to 3-star every drift zone in a Unimog, so. Wow, this car does actually fit sideways. Literally my point about Forza wide lanes, and people are going, the lanes aren't wide, what do you mean? What do you mean? Quite literally. The width of the car. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not a bad game because of that. There's other reasons why it's a bad game. It's not a bad game, should I say. It's an okay game. It's disappointing as to what expectations are. But at this point, people have lowered the expectations of this franchise right now to 6 being the same as 4 but a different map. As this is the same but for a different map for the most part. There's a couple of new whistles and bells, but it's really pretty much the same. It's worse map, if I'm honest. That's not me being biased because it's the UK. It's because I was really hoping for a lot of diversity in this map, but this map looks the same everywhere. For the most part, you've got the world's smallest desert, which I'm really disappointed by. A really small canyon system, where there's like pretty much only one road that goes through it, which I'm also really disappointed by. And you also have like a very small jungle. Well, jungle is reasonable size actually. But for the most part, the map, where it's like this section, is all the same. Yeah, the UK had nicer roads, unironically. Like, all of these, if you can look on the map, if I... Oh, no, that's the wrong button. If I change the map filters... Okay. So, if you look at just, like, a small section here, every single intersection is a 4-way, basically 90-degree intersection. You've got one here. Well, that's not 4-way, that's 3-way, but still a T-junction. 4-way, 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 Well, I mean, that's a little interesting, at least. Four-way. T-junction. Four-way. Four-way, four-way, four-way. T. T. Four. 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 And then if you look at the roads themselves, they're like the most boring ass ones you've ever seen. It's when I talk about this game, essentially what I assume has happened in game development is they design certain areas like, say, the mountain, Guatahana, this city here, town here, maybe this park, I believe this airfield, and this town. Probably like this golf area because there's like this really fancy hotel complex there, and the desert. So with all of those things fully designed, what they've done is they're like, oh shit, we have to make a map, and then they just try to connect them up without really thinking about interesting roads, and that's basically what we've ended up with. We've got okay, or like, you know, fun-ish roads. I'm gonna say fun for Forza standards roads, connected by the most boring ass roads you could have ever possibly dreamt up of, and that's basically Horizon 5. So I'm not biased when I say Horizon 4 is a better map. It is a better map, because at least we didn't have to deal with this bullshit. Oh no, also the motorway. You could not have drawn basically a straighter line through here. Basically. Which is... I know people say, like, you know, Forza's a child's game and everything. It's not a child's game. Like, children can play simcade games. Like, I was playing Rally Sims and Test Drive when I was very young. Like, you even probably grew up playing Gran Turismo. That's not a child's game, per se. So, in terms of what they want the game to be, it's a game that caters for everyone. But they've done it poorly. That's basically the consensus of Horizon 5, and that is why Horizon 5 fails. Oh yeah, I guess I forgot to mention in my upcoming content section that I would like to do one about why The Crew 2 would fail if it was to be if it were to be set in the US or Europe. FH trying to be as family friendly as possible. I mean, yeah, I suppose. Alright, that's enough of Horizon 5. How about we go over do some Radio Not? I know, right, TX? That's the thing, though. That's one thing I want to get across. Arcade games are not bad. Okay, like I don't understand some people. They're just like, if it's not sim, it bad. Clearly, it's just a coincidence that the arcade games we have right now are kind of crap. You have NFS Heat, which hasn't got the nicest handling model, to say the least. You've got The Crew 2, which I do like. I think maybe at the high ends, maybe it might be a bit unbearable, or like, you know, a bit weird, but I think it's fine as of right now. And then you've got Forza, which is an arcade. It's a simcade. It still is a simcade. I completely agree with the fact that it's a simcade, but it's definitely more towards the arcade side. Every single game they do inches it closer towards arcade, but still, it is still simcade. Which is why I'm really excited for Test Drive, because I really don't want it to be sim. If it's gonna be sim, I think it's going to be utter shit. I'll be brutally honest. I know there's a lot of people who will hate me for saying this, especially on Reddit, where people did a poll about what kind of physics they want. I think if they did sim physics, it would be awful. But if they did simcade, as in a genuine simcade, which is easy, which means that the game is easy to pick up. Anyone can play it on all platforms, keyboard, controller, wheel, but it's hard to master. That is what defines a simcade game for me. So you can easily drive in it, sure, but if you want to get really good at it, you have to put in, like, you know, the thought process and the effort in doing so. That is what a simcade is for me. And the physics should be slightly lenient so that you can play said games on controller and keyboard whilst not being slower than a person on a wheel. But yeah, basically trying to balance all three, which is quite hard to do, granted. But yeah, it should be a good experience on all of them. And that's basically what Test Drive needs to get if it wants to be successful. If it can do that, then if you look at Horizon 4, there is a reason why people stuck with that for such a long time, including myself. It's because it was the game with the most drivable physics. The map wasn't the best. I'll be honest, like the UK map was but if they have physics that are tolerable and a good map, well, we know that Test Drive's gonna have a good map, but it's not gonna have Forza level cars. So those two things sort of cancel each other out. One has a really good map, and the other has a lot of cars. But if it gets the very much drivable physics on all sort of platforms on Test Drive, then I think it's going to be the next Horizon 4. Not Horizon 5, the next Horizon 4, where you have people who will stick with this game until its death. Obviously, you have to complement it with live content. You can see people are very upset at Horizon 5. Normally with, well, I say normally, but without exception, every single Forza game has released its first expansion within 3 months. We are now 6 months in to Horizon, and no sign of an expansion. Well, I think there was a teaser at it on one of the Warben Wednesday, whatever the fuck it's called, the fucking the whiteboard thing they do. But yeah, there hasn't been an expansion, and I think that is also why Horizon 5's kind of dead. Also, the fact that they're reintroducing old cars that should have been part of the game at launch. I know licensing can be a bitch, but I don't think this was an issue because of licensing. But yeah, The Crew 2 is really good in terms of content. Honestly, whatever you think of the game, you can't deny that the content that they've done for it is really good. And 5 years in, they are still going hard, quite literally. It is quite respectable. And if Test Drive can do that, like the map, I'm not worried about at all. Like, you have people who are worried about if it's going to be bigger or whatnot. I implore you, please just go on Google Maps. Go on Google Maps. Just walk around for a bit on Hong Kong Island, and you'll see that it's an amazing map. You don't need more than Hong Kong. Hong Kong Island. You don't need more of Hong Kong to have a really good time on it. But yeah, drivable physics and live content or content after launch, post launch content. Two things, and I think Test Drive will probably be, I don't want to say the best-selling, the next best-selling racing game, because it is one of the big boys in terms of names, but it's just been so long that I don't think many people have heard of them, that I don't think they can do super well. In terms of, they're not gonna reach Horizon 5 levels of sales. Let's be honest there. But in terms of Horizon 2, I think they're probably that's gonna be like the level that we'll see Test Drive reach in terms of sales, because quite a lot of people bought Horizon 2 because it was the only racing game you could get on the Xbox One, the new generation of consoles at the time. But yeah, that's pretty much about my rent for about test drive and what test drive needs to do well. Yeah, I mean you do see the same house a lot of times in the crew. The map of the crew is a tad boring. I agree. Which is why you don't want a really big map in a racing game. Like a really big map in racing game is very cool for like, you know, driving purposes, I suppose. In terms of like exploration from one end to the other, but in terms of how should I say, in terms of detail, right, you can't get a lot of detail, not at all. It will end up looking bad. Like I dare I say Test Drive Unlimited looks bad because honestly, if TDU2, that level of map quality released today, it would get the same amount of whiplash as it did as like the Crew 2 does right now. Which is why you want a smaller map, then you can do a much more detailed map. You see the same house 3 times in a row because, like, you know, you don't want the map to be 1,000 gigabytes to download or anything. So with all of this taken into account, I think Hong Kong Island is probably a good map to do because it is small, but it's dense and stuff. It's small, but it's dense, so the world quality and level quality of detail and stuff can be quite high. So yeah. Where's my Ready or Not folder? I forgot I have the Terrorist Hunt mod pack on. I think I'll just go back to doing the normal thing for the moment. Just give me 1 second. I cannot see that emote without hearing the fucking Vine boom. Oh shit, thanks Aras for subscribing. I completely did not see while I was in my own world renting. Thank you so much. Where's Ready or Not? Yeah, it's like audio and everything, all good. Did do like a test stream, but yeah. I'm a niche internet micro celebrity. You're funny. Oh no worries. I'm very happy you turned up. Honestly, I'll be honest. I was expecting to do this debut and have maybe 5 people turn up and then 3 and have like 2 people leave once I started to stream, or like, you know, they've seen the model, and for it to like sort of dissolve into like 3 people just sitting there. But I'm really happy that like so many people turned up. I think my expectations, like basically what happened of my expectations doubled. I think even more technically. Let's see, we'll oh, so kind. Everyone's like wishing me good luck or thing. Everything looks great. Just had to look at my own Discord right now. Actually, that's a good point. Let me go have a look at how many people are here. Because I've been watching OBS this entire time rather than YouTube. So I don't actually know how many people are here. I think last time I checked it was 6, but I have heard like people leaving, wishing me luck and everything. Oh, it's 4 people here. Wow, okay. Or at least that's what YouTube says. I know YouTube and Twitch. I think it's just to do with the way like software works. There's like some sort of delay between like calculating if someone is genuinely like watching or if they just tabbed in and then closed it instantly. 5. Okay, Christ. Okay. I think what we'll do now is just a little bit of single player Ready or Not. I was not expecting this stream to like I said earlier, I was not expecting debut to take so long and do so well, I suppose. So yeah, I think we'll do like one single successful round of Ready or Not in single player, and yeah, we might just call it there. So I say that because I reckon I'll have to do quite a few restarts. Okay, so we've got quite a few levels, so I reckon I'll just do a little poll, and then you'll be able to do. So I think I'll just put my favorite maps on here. We'll say Port Hocken Raid as one of the first ones. Which map? We'll say Port Raid. And let's see, what's my others? Can you not see? Oh, right, because it keeps tabbing in and out. If I go to game capture, will that work? No, okay. I tell you what, I'll just go to the intermission so you don't have to deal with the fucking screen blacking out every time I tab out. I like the hotel, the Wenderley Hills Hotel, but really only in the large configure. I think you'll find that all my favorite maps are quite large. Like the hostage one. Hostage. Fucking not doing the fun, okay. I suppose could put the car dealership here. Which maybe, what's it called? Racing fans might pick. What's the last one I was gonna put here? Oh Christ, am I gonna do the fucking, what's it called? The, Crack House. Okay, we'll call it Crack House. Crack House. Raid. I'm not gonna do the bomb threat. Not today. On the car dealership, just normal maybe. Okay, there you go. There is Paul. Wait, did it work? I think it did. Thank you, Eros. I've just seen that. I'm very happy with stream not being taken down for DMCA or anything. This is cool because like it's a 4-hour playlist, and if it hasn't been DMCA'd, then it's fucking brill. It's good. I think it's a good playlist as well because we've got like some chill songs in there. We've got some fast, more energetic songs in there. Are you guys just trying to get me to go through a bunch of pain? Wow, I see how it is. I really shouldn't have put the fucking Crack House on there, shouldn't I? Wait, hang on, let me just check if these scenes work. These hotkeys work. Right, tell you what, I'll be back in a sec and I'll have a look at the poll results. Then, if I exit studio mode, should be able to just transition like this. 80% of you voted for the crack house. Okay, fine. I'm doing it. No balls, right? Do you lads have any preference for loadout? Actually, no. Let's not. Let's not give you the choice of loadout, because then you're gonna pick something really retarded, aren't you? Maybe I'll definitely revisit Ready or Not on an actual stream. On its own solo stream, and then chat can decide every single element of it. I would love to do that, if I do have a chat of that size, granted. That'd be a good idea, I think. Good. I think it'd be a fun idea, I don't think it'd be a good idea. You just want to know how much I like raiding crackheads? Definitely like raiding. Yeah, exactly. That's it. That's the kind of shit that I expect to see. But yeah, I'll definitely do like a solo Ready or Not one where chat gets to decide everything, and then I might do like, you know, a co-op one later on as well. But I think for me as a VTuber, I should really try to establish my brand, or like, you know, establish myself as a character before I go ahead and, like, you know, play with other people or do things with other people. At least in like voice stuff, if you get what I mean. Okay. Hang on. I realized I'm on the wrong scene. I think I'm better off being on the right hand side for Ready or Not. Yeah, see? I think this is better, because then you can see my man little, what's it called? I think there's like a proper word for that. Diagram. So what loadout am I using? Using my... For people who aren't, like, you know, normal person here that I play with, this, I'm using a FAL, an FAL, which is, I believe, the current rifle that the British use, or was, at least. Fully silenced. And I'm also using 57 USG silenced as well as my pistol. A shield door in the back, just for additional protection since I'm gonna be doing this solo. And I'm using flashbangs instead of a frag grenade or a 9-banger, because I'm not a bellend. Oh, I'm also using no NVG, because this is gonna be funny. Oh, right, okay. I didn't think they had the thingy. Like I said, I'm not really a huge gun person in terms of knowing stuff. Okay, no one there. Oh, this was the problem last time on my test stream. I really should just turn the music down, but I'm not going to. Outdoor area clear? I believe it's up there. Let's go quietly. Door closed. Man. Oh, I can't tell it. Eat. Well, did I? Okay, hang on a second. Did I not tell them to stay where they are? I was like, God damn it! I want them to just stay there so I can do this solo. Fuck's sake. Look, move there. What? Wait, my my weapon compressor's on this one. Okay. Don't believe there's anyone in this courtyard. Looks to be clear as of right now. Gonna check the stairway. Closed doors. I did used to main my iron sights, but I'm trying to use the actual sight more now. Seems to be clear as of right now. Let's have a little look-sees inside here. It's a very dirty window, but sometimes I can see people. This is why I bring a flashlight. Cause like, flashlight off, flashlight on. And I can quite literally search for people, like that man. Okay, so now we know there's one man in here at least. I'm not sure if I want to take him out. I'm gonna have a look on the other side to see if there's anyone else. Oh, but these are like kind of boarded up windows. It seems to be pretty clear. I believe it's just that one person. Gotcha. Definitely armed, and because I'm solo, I think I'll just take him out rather than run the risk of him. Wait, that wasn't the same guy. I don't think. Same guy was, I thought the guy was, might sound racist, but he's white, and the person I shot was black. He had an open shirt, I believe? Am I just misremembering game models? I thought he had a dark jacket on with an open t-shirt. I don't see him on my right. I suppose I might have just gotten mixed up, unless he went into here. But I didn't hear that. Okay. Let's go have a look. No trap. No one. Get my pistol. I would have seen someone if they were there. Nope, clear room. Yay. Okay, so that's building 1 of 3 done. And it's the smallest one. Sometimes there are people who move. Okay, seems we're all good for now. Just quickly move up here. Get quietly now. Seems to be clear as of right now. I can't really see anyone. That, I think that's just as a lion statue. I'm gonna check in here for a sec. Because there's sometimes someone here on the other layer of this, but I'm not sure. Okay, no one. I should really be going quietly here, because there's sometimes someone here. Seems like no one. Try and go quietly so they don't hear us from the house, or worse, out here. You can sometimes hear them talking about you if they hear something. And I say talking, not like shouting. You? You're welcome, Felix. You type like you speak, I guess. I don't see... Seems pretty clear, just not normally the case. This is scary now. No, I'm too fat. I broke the light by standing on it. Where is the light? It just fell up. Damn, they really captured the fact that you're American in this game well. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, we're gonna go in here first. We have a listen first. I hear footsteps on my left. But I really don't want to go through the left, because the left is stinky. No one? There's definitely like someone over here. I don't... Oh. You are looking like a suspect with a bomb vest. Right. What? Oh, he's not dead. Where is he? Is he running around? I really should have watched that room. Oh, that's not... I wanted to close that. How am I alive? Oh, okay. Okay, dokie. Okie dokie. Oh, okay. Let's chill out a bit. I wanted to close that. I failed to do so. In fact, I opened it the other way. You forgot I'm British. I can sense someone who's going to stab me. Okie dokie. So that's everyone here gone. So we got that knife guy in here. We're wedging you. 100%. That's an open door. We're gonna do that. I'm gonna close that. If someone opens it, hopefully I can hear it. I don't like this being open because I'm pretty sure I heard people in here. Are any of these doors open? I don't like that. You're a civilian. I don't care. There's definitely a suspect on my left. No, that's the not. How did you... I heard a woman say, "Get that fucker." Get it? Let's close this up. Actually, let's move you. You're going in here, and hopefully you should be semi-protected for when I open this up. I'm pretty sure I heard someone in here. It's not trapped though. So when the woman said get that fucker, she must be upstairs. Because otherwise I reckon she would have run through her. Because there's no trap. Oh, that was a very bad move. Oh, I'm sorry. Whoopsie daisy. Oh well. It's only your arm. Wait, that wasn't. I didn't get told off for that. Yeah, it's fine. You'll walk. Just walk it off. Tis but a scratch. I definitely want to move these people because this is very much a hallway. Quite literally a hallway. And I don't want them to get shot if I do. Civilians first. As much as I value a mirror gun, having this shield on my back has proven to be very useful, because you saw that shootout earlier, I would have died. No trap. Don't see anyone. Oh, I don't like this. Because there's an open area to... There's an open area to my left. From upstairs. Okay, cool, that's closed. I kind of just want to get out of this room as soon as I can. Because I don't really want to go upstairs, because that leads to the other house as well. Oh. Damn, I only half listened to some of these songs on here. I was like, yeah, DMCA, sounds semi-decent. I'll put it in. Oh, there's someone in here. Why am I not allowed to? Yeah, I shot your boy. Let's close you. Can I peek now? There's someone shouting. I'm pretty scared. No, it's... Is he out there? Where is he? He must be through there, which is why I was planning on clearing. Where's your gun? Yeah, I saw your stupid revolver. Clear room. Just put a light stick here. Okay, okay. No trap. I mean, this is a hallway, technically, so I could use my shield. Okay, both doors closed. Clear room. How close do I have to get to the fucking door before I can peek it with the shield? Oh, there. I don't know if there's someone else in the room. I'm terribly sorry if there was. You look like a civilian. Let's close this so that I can hear it if someone tries to flank. I suppose I could try to have a peek through here. No real visual on anyone on the right hand side. I think that's okay, because like I can peek the left hand side still. Oh. Can. No trap. Clear room. Okay, well, making some pretty good progress for doing this solo. If I do say so myself. Yeah, it's enough pistols in my mag. Enough pistols in my mag. Enough bullets in my mag. Where? I thought I heard someone from downstairs say that. Just why I was so confused. How am I not dead? They shot me for like quite a large amount of time. Did both the guns fall all the way down the stairs? Okay, that's kind of funny. Good for ammo. I hear a man on my left. Both those doors are closed. I'm getting a shield for this hallway, because I always hate this. Civilian. Door open on the right, and pretty sure that's clear on the left. Ah, god damn it. So close. Oh well. It was close. It was very, very close. God damn it. Alright. Maybe I'll do a short level before ending off. I don't want to end off on a sad note. We'll do the Barista Cove, I think. Also a pretty hard one, to be fair, but I reckon I could do it. Actually, no, we've done the Barista Cove not that long ago. Maybe, where's that rooftop one? That should be relatively short. Short? Am I dumb? Which one is it? Holy shit. Some of these songs in here. Okay, we'll just do the fast food one. Okay. Maybe we'll grab something stupid. Just to end stream off, I reckon would be something a little fun. Unless someone wants to suggest something. Right, chat, you have 10 seconds to decide if you want me to get something else that's stupid. Just tab out for a sec. Oh shit, there's a lot that's happened on the Soul Crown server. I haven't missed anything crucial, have I? Yeah, I think it's okay. Stupid, okay. Shotgun and Mackey's. What could possibly go wrong? I do find it funny how the fucking mic picks up me eating this. Okay. Let's try and go left and clear the perimeter of the McDonald's before going inside. We'll go a bit more We got a bit more active, should I say, as a polite term. You see a man running at you with a shotgun saying get down. What do you do? Good man. Smart lad. You wanna go home? How about you get in here? Go take a shit. No trap? No one? Let's get some new shells in here. I only shot twice. Gotcha. No trap? Clear. I should have brought flashbang, frags and stuff. Make this even more silly. Okay. Okay. Oogie. At least outside. Cool. I don't know what kind of range shotguns have in this game, because I don't think the game really, the game is definitely trying to be more on the realistic side, which I completely respect and all, but I don't know how they've handled shotguns or what. Because I expect they will change the damage on the 7.62 rifles after seeing Thomas Ferguson's breakdown of various guns on Ready or Not. Really looking forward to when that channel does another video on Ready or Not. I'd love for him to break down some others. Oh, this was a dumb hallway to breach though. Closed door right, closed door left, trap left, closed doors. Let's close this. Another trap. I don't know if there's anyone in here though, so I'm gonna open this from the other side. No trap here. I'm pretty sure I heard someone in here. Or was he maybe a bit more on the right? Yeah, okay. Let's cut this. I want to keep that trap on there though, because if they try to flank me, they either know that they have a trap there or they'll just kill themselves, so. You should kill yourself. No. Oh no, what? I don't know if there's someone else in here. Shut the fuck up. Okay, so he has a bomb on him. So I definitely want to put him in the corner. Can I put you up on here? No? Okay. Well, they definitely know I'm here because I kind of flashbang run. Clear room. Not sure if I want to breach there through there. Actually, yeah, you know what? Fuck it. We do a little troll. He might have been the fastest to draw, but he did not know that I had a fucking shotgun and he collapsed. Oh, he also had a shotgun. Poor guy. Game it. Oh. Ooh. I had completed a mission. Haven't seen this screen for ages, or like it automatically do that for ages. Hey! Actually got an A+. Wait, was I never injured as well? Damn. Did pretty good, all things considered. Happy with that. Okie dokie, let's roll over to intermission. Right. Well then, I think that about sums up this stream. Did quite a lot during today's stream. We we've got to show model off to everyone, did a full successful debut, and then rounded off with playing Forza N5 and Radionaut, just as a nice round off. Been going for a lot longer than I initially expected to, but yeah, okay, think I will sign off here. Successful debut and getting shot. Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much what it was like. But I mean, hey, got fucking A+ on the McDonald's. So yeah, I guess see you guys later. I definitely need to work on an outro, but I guess that will come when I actually start streaming properly and make videos. So yeah, bye bye, bye everyone. I'm still so amazed by the stream delay being like fuck all. So I believe if I stop streaming here, it should do it on there. I think I've set it up to do that. Let's go see if that's true.